Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. I'm so excited to finally knock out this video. I've wanted to have this guitar on my channel for so long, and today's finally the day. Today we're going to be checking out the EVH 5150 guitar in the stealth aesthetic. Let's get into it. We'll start this video off with a jam. This guitar is tuned down to drop C sharp for the jam, and this guitar in a mix sounds a little something like this. So if this is your first time to this channel, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to come hang out with me. And if you're a returning viewer, what's up? Good to see you again. My name is Andrew Raymond Charles. I'm a huge Eddie Van Halen fan, huge guitar nerd. And yeah, dude, as I said in the intro of this video, these stealth guitars are so badass and they're so amazing, and these have been out for quite some time, and I finally have a copy for myself, and I'm excited to share with you all and share my thoughts and opinions with you all. Now, this is not a sponsored video. I got this guitar from a friend, and this guitar is obviously used. I'll show you right now. The wear and tear on this guitar is rather significant. So this guitar has been gigged presumably and been played a whole bunch, because there is a lot of wear marks on it, which is pretty sick in its own right. And what looks like the only difference between this guitar in its stock form versus this piece that I have right here is the hardware has been changed out. Other than that, to the best of my knowledge, this guitar is completely original, and you know, we can talk about this guitar as such. Right off the bat, I love the way this guitar sounds. It has Wolfgang pickups, and I've never really experienced a guitar that has so little high end, but so much usable mid-range. And, you know, the pickup debate is heavily discussed, but, you know, I don't think it's the tone wood or anything like that. And I have a million guitars with ebony boards and bolt-on constructions with maple necks, right? So I think it's these Wolfgang pickups. They sound so unique and so smooth. And I don't know if I've really ever had the opportunity to have Wolfgang pickups here in my house, in my recording setup, or at the very least, I haven't had some in a very, very long time. And I'm really surprised and pleased with how they sound. I love how this guitar feels and plays as well. Like I said, ebony board, maple neck, bolt-on construction, basswood body. It is very, very light and comfortable, and it is a joy and a breeze to play. The neck is a little wide and flat, and it is on the shreddy side of things, and a little too shreddy for me. I come from, like, you know, big baseball bat necks and like Nolan era guitars and like, you know, old Strats and stuff like that. So like, I like a chunky neck, so it is a little uncomfortable for me personally as a riff writer and as a riff player. But I'm not going to deny the fact that this guitar neck does feel very, very comfortable. It's got a kill switch, a three-way selector. It's a pretty cool guitar, man. But with my experience with this guitar, there is one rather major issue, and that is it does not hold tuning that well, especially when you grab the bar. I was fighting this guitar when making this video. I've already pre-recorded everything. This is the last thing I'm making for this video. So I was fighting the tuning the whole way through the journey with this guitar. Now, take it with a grain of salt because this is not completely stock. Like I said, there are some modifications, but I've never had such a negative experience with tuning stability on a guitar in a very, very long time. And that was a bit uninspiring to me. And it took a while for me to get through this video and make the content and make the riffs and make everything sound as good as possible. Which is a shame because it feels great and it sounds amazing, but it just was not holding tuning. And like I said, especially when I was grabbing the bar, you guys know me, I love to make whammy bar riffs and stuff like that. So when I was doing that, as soon as I would get done tracking, I would check the tuning and it would be way out of sorts. So that was a bummer to experience, but again, one more time, I'll just say that may not necessarily be this guitar's fault. It is a used guitar. And who knows what could have happened in this guitar's journey. I tried to set it up, I tried to tinker with it and mess with it, but I am just sharing my experiences with you all. So that being said, everybody, that's more or less going to do it for this video, man. I dig this guitar from a playing and sound standpoint. Just wish it stayed in tune a little bit better. But I will say, man, if you have one of these guitars or if you're in the market for one of these guitars, take everything I say with a grain of salt because these things are really, really cool, man. You can get them pretty cheap on the used market anymore if you can find one. And yeah, I just think they're great guitars, and I think they're great mod platforms, and they have, you know, all the Eddie Van Halen goodness that you could want in a Kramer style guitar. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. I love you guys so much. I really, really mean that. And with that being said, everybody, I will see you guys in a video very, very soon. Later.